So let's first talk about what a scar actually is. Now, who here is like, I know what a scar is. I'm a massage therapist. Who's in that category? Okay, good. However, there may be some things that you could have a better understanding of. There may be some new perspectives that are going to come to you. And we just invite you to keep an open mind so that you are able to bring in some more information and create a wider understanding of what's going on. So one of the things that Cathy was saying the other day, which I thought was really interesting, is that scar tissue is actually repair tissue. It's not regenerative tissue. Does that make sense to you? Who here is like repair, not regeneration? I needed to think about that for a moment. So regeneration is like, this is the same tissue, which is being regenerated. It's being built again by the body. It's identical. It's not creating any kind of change. It's like the same thing. But scar tissue is not that. So scar tissue is reparative tissue, meaning it's different than what it was before. And it's designed to be a bridge. It's designed to create an avenue across an area that's been injured, it's been wounded, it's been severed in some way. And even things like intensive exercise can create tears that need some scar tissue to come across. But what we really focus on in this program here is scar tissue, especially relating to incisions and wounds created from surgery, right? That makes sense. So because it's not the same, it's not homogeneous to the original tissue, it's got to have a variety of different components that are going into it. And it doesn't happen just at one layer in the body. It happens in multiple layers. So it is made up of collagen, and it's got some fluid in there, it's got blood vessels in there, it's got an active state for a lot of it that is creating this bridge between the areas that have been interrupted. So Cathy, what would you add on to that?
Yeah, I mean, when I think in terms of the scar, like when Nancy and I were doing the research for the book, I mean, it boiled down to, for the most part, if we're talking about the actual construction of it, it's new collagen. And for most of the tissues that we work with, I mean, it's different in some of the organs. So I'm going to stick to, sort of the tissues that we commonly as massage therapists would address, what we might fall under the umbrella of soft tissue, including connective tissue and fascia. So essentially, with most of those tissues, what we get as a repair material is type 1 collagen. So as you mentioned, it may not look exactly like what was there before, but it's close enough in its formation that function is restored to a great degree if all goes well. And then, of course, like any living tissue, it needs nerve supply, it needs blood, and it needs lymphatic supply. So any tissue that we have has to have those things in order for the tissue to be vibrant and do what it needs to do. So yeah, basically it's new collagen.
New collagen.